It's turned out nice again. How's it going, guys? You all right? Yeah, lovely blue sky. There's not a cloud in the sky out there. No, not one. There's an aeroplane though. Must be on its way to Alicante. Loads of pissheads on the way out here on their holidays and that. Hey, how are you doing? You all right? Now, if you're new to my channel, my morning briefings are just where I catch up with the community. Okay, I don't think there'll be anything exciting in this video. These videos are for my most loyalist viewers and haters as well. Yeah, basically in the morning briefings, I tell you what the schedule is for the day, and I like to do my acknowledgements and thank the people, that have supported the channel over the last 24 hours via the super thanks, super chat thing and all that. So what's on the agenda today? Right. There will be a live stream today. I was going to host it at 6 o'clock UK time, which is what I did yesterday. But I have to go to a meeting today with CF Benidorm, the club that I'm involved with here, David Villa's club, my local team. I'm the supporters liaison officer, and there's like a board meeting today, and I've been asked to go along by one of the owners, which is David Villa's business partner. The president will be there and other staff and things like that. So yeah, it's the first time I've been invited along. So I've got to go to that, which is about 5 o'clock local time. So I'm going to schedule the live stream today for what was I going to do? 7 p.m. UK. Now, if I don't go live at 7, just hang around a little bit, might be 15 or something like that. You know that I'm on my way home or whatever. If it gets held up ridiculously, like if it takes up longer than I think it will, then I would maybe delete the stream, like it would vanish from, the schedule, all right? But my intentions is to have a stream with you today. But, with my role with the club, I'm the bridge between the fans and the owners and the board, but, do you know what I mean? So filtering messages backwards and forwards and trying to help people. So I've got to do that, and I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. So I'll be going ham today with me notepad and everything. So we'll do the live stream. It will be around 7, I think. All right, that gives me, gives me 3 hours really, doesn't it? So, to go attend the meeting and also get home and things like that. All right, so we'll schedule it for 7 UK time. There is a mail stand video coming up today. Surprise, surprise, it's about Xabi Alonso. It came in last night. I can't remember what it was about. Oh, I can actually. So we'll be discussing that today. That's probably going to be the first video I do. I haven't looked at the Spanish football dailies today yet. I check them every day for you guys, to see if there's anything to do with, anything that could be of interest to Liverpool supporters, right? Like Konate, Gay, FSG, potentially buying a Spanish club. They've sniffed around a lot of Spanish clubs, which brings me on to something else. So I'll check those papers after I've done this morning briefing. Michael Edwards was brought in. One of the big things, the reasons that he took the job apparently to work with FSG this time was because of the attraction of the multi-club format, a second club. I've heard rumours for some time now, and I'm hearing them being repeated again. Frustrated he's supposed to be that FSG have yet to purchase a second club, right? I just want you to think about that, because I've said this in a few of my live streams and I've probably touched on it in a few videos. But I just want you to listen out, keep these open, and look for anything to do with Michael Edwards that might come out in the press over the next few weeks, few months, maybe just linked with, other clubs and stuff like that. Or look for an article that looks like it was written by Michael Edwards. And we've seen them before through Paul Joyce. Do you remember when Edwards came back? Joyce was born again. I called him born again, do you remember? Because over the years, it's between Ornstein and Joyce as to who's providing the best scoops to do with Liverpool. Joyce is closer to people at the club, people that run the club on a day-to-day basis. And I would say Ornstein is more closer to FSG people, right? But they do cross over, and sometimes they touch on other stuff. And they tend to go like that as to who's the most reliable. But then when Edwards came back, Joyce was born again. He was up here and he's remained up there. And we saw articles published by Joyce, which I thought were very critical of Jurgen Klopp, if you remember. And it just, Jurgen had just left, and it felt like the knife was going in, and some people might have thought, oh, that's interesting. Michael Edwards has come back to the club, and now there's this kind of negativity and blaming and stuff like that, right? So that's the kind of thing I'm saying to you. So look out for anything to do with Michael Edwards being in reports somewhere. If you see anything, come and tell me on a video. Obviously, I look out for that, and I have got things set up to look for that. But also look out for, the possibility of an article that might come out from Joyce or something that sounds, very, like Michael Edwards is, he's done such a good job at Liverpool, and if they do have to make a change, he will make the right decision. Do you know what I mean? Something that's really like, you know what I'm saying? So look out for that, all right? So why did we get onto that? Oh, because there's suggestions that he's not happy. No, I don't want to use that word, not happy. Frustrated. It's very important to use the correct words when you're told them. Frustrated at the lack of a second club. All right? So that's something to consider. Alonso. I did a video yesterday. I strongly advise you watch it. It will have been one of my last 1 or 2 uploads on here. I don't think I did a very good job of the video because I was tired. It was night time. But I didn't want to leave it till today, right? So you'll have to excuse me if I'm a bit more than usual. But I did read an article in full which explained what the problem was with Alonso at Real Madrid, right? And basically there was a comment he made he shouted or whatever, a comment in a training session saying, I didn't know I'd come to manage a nursery or look after a nursery. It was words to those effects. I read the exact comment out because he was basically saying that some of the Real Madrid players were like spoilt brats, all right? And that was his downfall from that moment, right? And it will explain to you the reasons why the Real Madrid players, or a number of them, had this issue with Alonso. He wasn't sacked because he was a failing manager. He was sacked because they were all a bit upset because training was too demanding. Not physically demanding so much, but detail and the demands that he had sounded like someone from the boot room at Anfield, really. That's the kind of person I want managing my club. But you know what them fuckers are like at Real Madrid. If you watch that video, honestly, it will give you great insight into it, right? It really will. I was a little bit tired, and afterwards I was a bit disappointed. I thought, I think I've let everyone down with that. But I think the message comes across if you just listen to what I read to you and just ignore my bits and pieces. Well, not them bits and pieces, you know what I'm saying? Right, so we got that. So we got live stream, mail stand. We've got the papers to review. What else? Liverpool exclusives. I'll look for them. I'm sure Indy's been churning out some shite. I think he did. I can't. Do you know what? I have zero patience for people when they come on my live streams and go, have you seen what Indy said? Like it's gold, like it's concrete, like you should believe it. I get people that come on and go, have you seen what that knobhead said? And I know exactly who they're talking about. But in fairness, I'm not going to call him a knobhead at all, to be honest with you. The guy has monetized an X account that started as a parody account and is making a living out of it. Some people will say that's genius, but maybe it just depends on... Oh, I don't know. If people are so stupid and gullible to believe that shit, serves them fucking right, so fuck them. Oh, someone at my door. Wait right there. Sorry about that. I had to go to the door. It was Amazon. Right. So listen, anyway, I think we've got a few things to be talking about. We should get on to the acknowledgements, I think. Yeah. Just trying to think if there was anything else I needed to tell you. No, I'm not sure. Right. Let's have a look at the acknowledgements. These are the lovely people that have supported my channel in the last 24 hours. Now, I can't stress this enough, and this is why I do the acknowledgements. I don't clickbait, I don't sensationalise, I don't try and capitalise on trends and things in the news and make content just for the sake of doing it, right? So if you sensationalise, make silly thumbnails and clickbaity titles, you get more traffic, which means more clicks, which means more revenues, etc., etc. I don't do that, right? I try to be honest with you, I try to give you, sensible content with a bit of a giggle thrown in every now and then. But that what I'm trying to say is, if you chat shit, you get more views, you generate more revenue, right? I don't try to do that, right? So what I do is I do things a bit differently, right? I try and keep it as real as possible for you. And then, you know, if people are in a position to support my channel, they'll support my channel, right? And, well, actually, they won't. A few will. But that's fine, as long as they're watching my vids, that's cool. But what I'm trying to say here is that the super thanks, which is the love art under my videos, I think it is, the super chats on a live stream, my channel members, you see them with the football next to the name, they're fucking legends, right? Without those people, and the names I'm going to read out to you now, I wouldn't be able to do this YouTube channel, right? That's just the truth, right? Whether you believe that or not, I don't give a fuck, right? That's just the truth. And a big shout out to my VIP members as well, because they definitely wouldn't be here if it worked for them. So that's why I like to do my acknowledgements. So I had a live stream yesterday, and these are called super chats. My live stream was supported by the following people: Carl, Neil Hoying, Mark the Legend, Niall, Klopp Norbert, Ruby, Paul Stevenson, Gareth YNWA, John Conway, and William Keiko. Right, so they were on the live stream. They came in, they got a super chat or whatever it's called. I think it's underneath the chat room. You can click on I think it's a $ or something. And that goes in the kitty. And my YouTube revenue I get on the 23rd, 24th of the month. YouTube take 30% of everything. And that basically, what comes in from Google, if you like, pays me to exist. That's simple. Do you know what I mean? And I can assure you there's never anything left over. So that's my peoples that supported my live stream yesterday. Then we have what's called the super thanks, which is the love art under each video, or by the video, it's somewhere, I don't know. I'm not very good at this, am I? Niall, channel member, squad. He got a super thanks on my yesterday's meeting, a mail stand video. Niall's a big supporter of mine. He's a good friend of mine as well. So we speak daily. So thank you very much, Niall. He also gifted 5 channel memberships on the live stream yesterday. Now, to receive a free membership to the channel, YouTube gives it to people that interact the most with the channel. That's not me trying to get you to comment or like more. Google it, because I wasn't sure how it worked when it first started. So they gift a membership and YouTube goes, oh, that person's loyal. They deserve it, all right? So the more you interact, the more likely you are to get a free membership. So now, thank you, brother. Also, Dave Clivero, channel member, squad. As Rafa Benitez would say, squad, for sure. Dave Clivero supported my morning briefing yesterday. Thank you, Dave, top man. David Behan as well, I think that is, as well, supported the same morning briefing. I appreciate you, David. So we got Dave and David supporting me on there yesterday. And also MC Recognize as well supported that, what's it called, morning briefing yesterday. Thank you very much, Recognize. I like the username. I like that. It's pretty cool. And Niall as well supported that video a second time yesterday. Thank you, Niall. Top man. Rob Simpson in there as well. And Mark the Legend, channel member, squad. Thanks, my man. He says, get your ass on that scooter. Where was I going yesterday on a scooter? Oh, I was going down to see my mates play football, wasn't I? And I had to go on scooter yesterday, so I lent my car to someone. Someone had a little job, and I said, can I borrow your car? I've got this job for a few hours. Yeah, all right. And then I had to get on my scooter and go, oh, it was bloody cool. That's what Mark's on about there. So, that is the super thanks. Yes, super thanks. Okay, moving on from those, I was also supported by Deborah yesterday. I don't know if you want me to read your surname out. Deborah sent something on PayPal. That's a link in the video description. Now, there's 3 links in the video description: PayPal, Monzo, and Revolut. They are instant. YouTube is the 23rd, 24th of the following month, less 30%, whereas the 3 links in the video description are 100% to me, and instant, right? So Deborah used PayPal, and she said, great video, Dunk. Would love to see Xabi at LFC. Wonder what 66 is thinking now. Well, we haven't heard much about him, have we? We went on a trade to Trent for ages. He's injured, obviously. He went out to the Spanish Super Cup final, even though he wasn't involved. He weren't going to miss that, was he? Yeah, interesting. Oh, that reminds me, I think there's a second mail stand video today. Yeah, look out for that. Deborah, thank you very much for taking the time, to go to the video description, to click on the PayPal link, and thank you for supporting me. Honest, man, it makes a fucking big difference to me. I really do appreciate you. And, something like that, as daft as it sounds, that enables me to go to the cafe in the morning, get a couple of coffees and prepare my work for the day. But I'll be honest with you guys, I've not been to the cafe this year yet. It only opened up again on Monday of this week. I've just not been, up and about really. I've been up, I get up early, I wake up at 5 every day. But I've not got back into that routine. And I was only speaking about it this morning to my partner and said, I need to be starting work earlier again, because I'm not starting like till 9:30, 9:45 after I've dropped her at work. And that's nearly 3 hours later than I would usually start. So I probably tomorrow I'll be back in the cafe. I like to get to the cafe at 7 in the morning. It's good for up here, I think, to get out. It's good, no distractions, and I was going to say more professional, which sounds silly. But, if I sit over there on the streaming computer in the morning, when the house is warming up or whatever, you've got the telly on and something might be on the telly and you turn round to see what it is, or you might get a Facebook notification or whatever. Whereas when I'm in the cafe, it's just a different environment. I like supporting local businesses, especially Spanish businesses as well. The owner's an Atletico Madrid fan, and he always talks to me about Liverpool, and it's greatly improved my Spanish as well since I've been going to the cafe, really. So please get on my case and tell me to get my ass back in the cafe tomorrow, all right? Deborah, thank you so much for supporting me. I really do appreciate it. Now, there's nothing on Monzo as far as I'm aware. Revolut. Now, Revolut is my favourite one, Revolut, right? Because Revolut goes onto my phone, right? Because I've got a Revolut app, right? And when a Revolut comes in, it sits on your phone. It doesn't go in the bank. So you don't feel like you're being naughty when you spend it, if that makes sense. Now, don't get me wrong. I've never had a problem with it over years, because my mum, God bless her, it's coming up to her anniversary on the 7th. My mum, but we come from fuck all, right? To be honest with you. And when I was a young boy, my mum was a single parent. My real father was absent, didn't have much to do with me, and my mum. And she had 4 jobs, my mum, to bring me up, or to help bring me up. And we lived on 4 different council estates back then, moving from estate to estate or whatever. And I spent a lot of time with my grandparents. And it was my granddad's anniversary yesterday, 14th of January, he died, 1986. I would have been 11. And he was a lovely man, my granddad. And I spent so much time with my grandparents that I called him Dad, my granddad. Even though I knew he wasn't my dad, I called him Dad. And I was thinking a lot about him yesterday, obviously. And my grandparents had fuck all too, and it was, the song Our House by Madness. It always reminds me of being with my grandparents when I was a kid, our house in the middle of the street, there's always something happening and all that. Because my uncle lived there, my mum's brother, my auntie, my mum's sister, there'd be my mum, there'd be me, my nana, my granddad, the partners of my mum's brother and sister that, they got together then and they're still together today, all these decades later. It was a proper old school family in Britain back in the day. And we had each other, and we had a nice house. Well, it was a nice house. It wasn't a flash house. We lived on a council estate. And there was nothing wrong with that. It was fucking great, to be honest with you. Everyone was lovely. And I remember we used to have this mobile van used to come round, like a grocery store, it'd come round. And my nana used to go out to buy stuff off it, to save going to the supermarket. And she'd get a pack of ham, 4 slices of ham it had in it, and a Mars bar, right? I'm sure she bought other bits and pieces, but they were the bits I always remember. And sometimes, she'd say, you can have a piece of ham if you want some. Now, I could go to the supermarket and buy 10 packs of ham, put it in the fridge and think nothing of it. But back then, it was like a pack of ham, 4 slices of ham. Yeah, you can have one if you want, love, she'd say to me, my nana. And she bought the Mars bar for the dog. Right? And I know people go, should give chocolate to a dog, but it didn't do any harm to our dog. Old Sam, he was called. He was a collie, a proper collie, not a border collie. Lassie type of dog. Was it Lassie, I think? And, it was just a different world really back then. And so I've got that background. Do you know what I mean? Which is probably why, nobody put a manual in front of me, but it was kind of like, when you grow up, be good to people, be nice to people, look after people that look after you, which is why I do my acknowledgements, which is why when I win the Euro Millions, I'm going to look after everyone that's been good with me. And, I've got that background, and my mum worked really hard to give me the life that I've got today. And she bought a computer rented a computer from Radio Rentals. Do you remember Radio Rentals? And my mum bought a computer for me. This is when I was older, because she thought it would help me. And I got this computer and taught myself everything. Everything, like you can imagine. I wouldn't be here today doing what I do if it hadn't been for my mum in a lot of ways, but for getting that computer, because I would never have done KopTalk. I would never learn how to use computers. KopTalk, back in the day, like you've got WordPress now, which is all one-click install, and you can put an article online in seconds. But back then you couldn't do that. You had to do it all manually, individual pages and a lot. And I taught myself how to do it all. And I wouldn't have got there if it hadn't been for my mum. And my mum brought me up with the attitude of, you only live once, son. Do what you fucking want. I don't think she'd have said it like that, but that's what she meant. Yeah. And when I think about my mum, died at 55, I know that she'd be screaming at me now on a Saturday, go and get yourself a pint. Do you know what I mean? So over the years, I've never, like when I was with my missus, I'd go and take some money out at bank for, maybe a beer on a weekend with her or something like that. And she'd be like, you shouldn't be doing that. You've got electric to pay next week. Now it's changed. But I was like, if I want to go for a drink, I'm going for a drink. If I want to go and buy a new Liverpool top, I'm buying a new, do you know what I mean? I had that attitude, because that's just who I am. But it's a bit reckless, really. And as I've got, my ex-wife, when she, there's no fucking wonder we split up in head. No, it worked because of that. But I just think back, like, now I'm a bit more mature, believe it or not, a bit more sensible. And the message I'm trying to say here is that, like, I try to keep things separate now. So if something goes in the bank, I try to leave it alone. If something goes in my Revolut account, yeah, there's times I've had to fall onto Revolut, my beer kit and go, well, I need to take that, pay that, But I try to keep my Revolut for me, to get a beer on a Saturday, to be honest with you. And don't get me wrong, like PayPal, Monzo, Revolut, they're all the same, really. PayPal and Monzo goes in the bank, but Revolut is my little kitty. And it's just, I don't know, I remember years ago when I was struggling financially, after my mum died, I was in a lot of debt. And I used to have these, disagreements, shall we say, with my wife at the time, because I was working hard with KopTalk, really, really hard, and I was in debt, and every fucking euro, penny, pound, whatever, was just swallowed up all the time. And I remember being really run down, and I said to my missus, I said, I just wish I could have, say to myself, there's 100 quid or 100 euros a week to just in your pocket. Because I've never, with KopTalk over here, I've never had a wage. I don't know how people think it works, but I've never had a wage. Just like Charlotte, my daughter, works for the website for me, for KopTalk, and doesn't get a wage. I'll look after her when I can. Do you know what I mean? So if I got an advertising job in and say it was worth 200 and I hardly do any advertising, then maybe I'll give her 100. Do you know what I mean? It depends. I give her, if I've got the money, I'll give her every penny. And that's been the same with me. If you have a good month and there's a bit left over, then maybe I'll buy something. Like anybody would do in life, right? You get paid, your week or your month when you get your salary, you might go, I can get myself them new shoes or trainers or whatever. But back then, I was in such a fucking mess after my mum died, because I didn't work for 8 months. I was with my mum in hospital for 8 months and staying in a hotel for 8 months. So you work it out, 8 months in an hotel with zero income because I couldn't work properly. A lot of debt built up, and it took a long time to get through that. And I'm still not completely through it, to be honest with you. There's still things in the background that, need to be settled, if you like, certain things. But I used to say to my missus, I'd just be so happy if I'd work, from morning till night, every day of the week, if I thought at the end of the week I've got 100 quid for myself to do whatever I want, and also her to say to her, there's 100 for you, go and get yourself a nice dress or shoes, whatever. But back then, during that debt phase, and I never had that. So it felt like I was working for nothing. And that's soul destroying, as I can imagine. If you work and every fucking penny goes out, which I'm sure it does for the majority of people watching my videos, it's fucking soul destroying, isn't it? On the 20th, in 5 days' time, my tax man's going to do me for about 650 euros. That money is not there right now. It's just not there. I get paid on the 23rd, 24th, but can you imagine 650? It's just not there. And if you don't pay it over here, they fine you and add 20% every month. And they freeze your bank account if you owe the government money here. None of that, give us it when you've got it. They'll just freeze the account. It's called embargoes. That's what they do here in Spain. So when you've been in that situation when you haven't got fuck all to have a drink, to go for a bite to eat or anything, it really drags you down. And that was one of the reasons I hated KopTalk so fucking much. And, and this is, again, part of the reason why football can turn me off at times, top flight football, because the whole thing is based around, if you think about it, KopTalk is my life, and it has been for nearly 30 years. And Liverpool Football Club's been my life since I was a kid. But when it's going wrong or when there's pressures, can you imagine now, do you understand now when I go, I couldn't give a fuck what happens with Liverpool? Imagine, do you know what I mean? If you've been in them stressful situations and you're arguing with your loved ones because you take it out on them. So because of my life experiences of being in that period, now, do you see now why I look so much forward to going out on a Saturday? Because I think, if I've got a few quid in my Revolut, I'll go for a beer, right? Not because I need a drink, I'm not like that. For the social element, seeing my friend Martin, seeing people, I don't know, maybe it's a man thing, I don't know. I'm sure the girls go and do their things with the women, with the girly friends. But going to a bar and watching football and a bit of horse racing and that banter and that environment and that ambience and thinking I've worked all week, now I can have a drink. That's why I go on about my Revolut thing, because that to me is what I didn't have before, all right? So money goes in the bank and you've got to leave it there because you've got to pay your fucking bills. But the Revolut one, I try and I think, let's just say there's 50 euros in Revolut, right? Then on a Saturday, I go for a beer, and then maybe you think, I should, and maybe there's 50 euros in the bank and you think, well, I could go and get, but it's like, no, I shouldn't do that because I don't want to go back to that situation before. I know what I mean. I'm sure there must be some people that can relate to this. I can't be the only motherfucker in the world that's especially self-employed that has to juggle like fuck. Well, anyone that's working, right? Even if you know exactly how much money you're going to get, right? The difference is when you're self-employed is you have more flexibility, but you haven't got a fucking clue what's going to come in the next month or whatever, And mine is based around football, Liverpool Football Club. And the more content I churn out that's sensational, clickbait, if I did all that, the fucking revenue would be through the roof. So you try and do things right, and that's why I get pissed off when I go, people can't even be asked to thumbs up a fucking video. Do you know what I mean? And some people can't because they watch on TV or whatever, and I get that, But there's a lot of people that don't, and I think, fuck me, you try and do it right. Do you know what I'm saying, guys? I'm all over it. Do you know what? I feel energized today. I don't know why. I feel like when I talk to you, I feel like I'm getting stuff off my chest that's been beating me up in my head. I've never really thought about it like that. And I'll be honest with you, when I said then, I just said to you a few minutes ago, a few sentences ago, something along the lines of, I don't want to go back to that. That's why Revolut for me on a weekend. I was a bit emotional. I could have cried. I could feel it behind my eyes. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. So that's why I love me Revolut. So there you go. But I love everything, every single thing. Anyway, that anyone supports me, I love it. And I think I've got the right balance. Some people do the love arts and the super chats. That without that, I can't exist anyway. But that's why I do that. That's why I do it, and that's why I talk about it so much, and that's why I thank people so much, man. Honestly, they're amazing people. Let me go back. Let me go back to where I was. So we did the PayPal Revolut. Now listen. One of you amazing people tried to make a contribution to my Revolut last night, and it got rejected, and I saw it. And this happens from time to time, and I'm letting you know just in case you think it went through. And it was by Paul R. Right now, I can't message Paul because I think you can only message people on Revolut that have got an account. That makes sense, right? So it must be the link, and maybe people don't need a Revolut account to send something. But Paul R., if you are watching this, my friend, it didn't go through. There's a line through it. And that can be security issues or whatnot. And it does happen from time to time on here. And I'm so very grateful that you tried to support me. That means as much as supporting me. And I said to my missus at the time, I told her, and I went, yeah, I said, people, amazing, you know? But it didn't go through. So can you use one of the other links, please, in the videos? I'm just trying to be funny, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to be funny. Right, okay, Paul R. Whoever you are, Paul R, because your YouTube name might be different. Thanks, man. It didn't come through, but thanks anyway for fucking trying. Let's have a look. Is there anybody... yesterday, how do I do this? Chasboy LFC, VIP and squad, it says here, dunk couple of ciders and wines for the missus. She ain't having wine. No, she ain't having wine, mate. I had this conversation with Martin yesterday. My mate Martin. I had this conversation yesterday. I said, when she has wine, or when she has Heineken, I said, she gets right on my fucking nerves. I said, but at the weekend, she had Mau, which is a Spanish lager. I believe it's Spanish, yeah. And I said, she had Mau. I said, she was lovely all night. So she's not having wine. Man, Chas boy, couple of ciders and wines for me. See what I mean? Fucking amazing. I've got the best job in the world. I really have. Okay. Thank you, Chas. I just need to move around a little bit, guys. Try this one. Yeah, I'll come to that one in a minute. This came from Robert F yesterday, and unfortunately I can't reply to it. And I love Revolut because normally if someone's got a Revolut account, I can reply to them and have a conversation with people. You can't do that on the others. And it's brilliant. And this comes from Robert F. He says, have a drink on me, just don't put a flake in it. We were talking about flakes yesterday. Oh no, there's someone at my door again. My door's going to go. I'm going to have to go to the door. I've got deliveries coming left, right and centre. That's because I went to the football yesterday and Amazon tried to deliver everything at once. Fuck knows. This video's taking me forever today. It feels like forever. Yeah, Robert F, have a drink on me. Just don't put a flake in it. Yeah, it was something yesterday. I'm not going to go into what it was. But Rob, thank you, man. It made me laugh. That came in last night. And I was chuckling like fuck. David S the other day as well, by the way. I know I acknowledged you already. Thanks, man. Chris. This was yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah, yesterday. I won't read his full name out. But Chris basically bought me a beer on Revolut. And he said, no worries, mate, because I said, hey, thanks, Chris, mate. You know, I like to reply to people, you know, if they've got a Revolut account. And he said, no worries, mate. Have a beer on Saturday for me. Fuck, man, I love my people. Being very busy my end, hence not about much. Oh, Paulie as well. And I put, thank you, sir. Yes, all well here. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Top man. Chas is in there, just done that. And obviously, I'm just looking through my conversation with Niall. We speak, me and Neil, that's my cousin. Me and Niall speak all day, every day, to be honest with you. I speak to Niall more than I speak to her. Niall, top man, obviously. Yeah, really good. And like I say, guys, I love what I do. I love this channel. I love speaking with you guys. It's fucking top. And yeah, I wish things were a little bit better sometimes, you know. But we're still here. we're still here, and that's all that matters, isn't it? You know, so things have changed a lot over the years with KopTalk, you know, just advertising and how things have changed. Social media didn't exist back in the day. You know, when I started KopTalk, you know, so you had all them people on your forums, and then social media started, people left forums, you know, just the way that times change. I used to spend my entire days writing news articles. Now I'm lucky if I do one a day, you know, and I do like doing them. There's a lot of things I would like to do. I just wish there was more time, you know, like I want to do my podcast, I want to do my videos, I want to do my written work, I want to do the live streams, but I'm fucking so tired. You know, I'm not 23 anymore. Do you know what I mean? And it's really difficult, but I wouldn't be able to do any of it if it wasn't for you watching this video, right? You don't have to have your name, you know, shouted out to be considered absolutely so important to me. You know, watching my videos is supporting me, whether you're here for the right reasons or not. Thumbsing up a video, even thumbsing down a video is supporting my videos. It's an interaction that YouTube looks for. YouTube looks for interaction from your existing subscribers more than anything. So if people watch the videos and your existing subscribers, well, don't watch the videos or don't comment, don't like, YouTube thinks, there can't be much in that one. But when they see a lot of interaction from existing subscribers, they push it then. They push it. The algorithm pushes it to more people. Now, I'm not trying to grow a YouTube channel, but it's always nice to have new people here. And it's very rewarding when someone says, hey, I've just found your videos. Can't believe I've only just found your videos. I love your channel. That's what it's all about. It's not because they might buy me a beer. I mean, fucking great if they do. It's just really rewarding when new people come along, you know. And over the years, you see people go as well. Do you know what I mean? You do see people go and not just, you know, there. Maybe the lives change a little bit, you know. I can hear an alarm. Can you hear an alarm? There's a chick up there on balcony looking down. Soon be summer, guys. Bikinis will be out soon. Hooray. Oh dear. Right. Do we have anyone else? Anything else? Oh, there's a couple of things actually I want to talk to you about as well. Michael from Off the Post here on YouTube. This is, you know, we're now going to go into this. This is the bit where, you know, I get emails from people. I like to look after my my viewers, right? And I care about you. And if you attend my live streams, whether you participate in them or not, when people come along that haven't been around for a while, you'll hear me say, where have you been? Are you all right? How's things? And there's people on my live streams, I won't mention them by name, but that I know have struggles. And I can think of two people straight away. And sometimes they'll come on a live stream and say, I've been really struggling, though. And I know who they are, and I look out for them. So when I see them, I make sure they're all right. Now, I received an email yesterday from Michael Off the Post. He was on the live stream last night. And, you know, he told everybody on the live stream what was happening. And I said, just, you know, drop me an email, mate. And I haven't replied yet, but I will. I think it came in. Yeah, it came in last night. He says, hi, Duncan. I posted on your stream that my dad had a relapse. He had a stroke, or he had his stroke in October of last year. He was making good progress, then sadly yesterday he relapsed. The doctors told me that there isn't anything more they can do. They give him a few days, thanks, Dun. And this is why we have to just do what we want to do. Just enjoy life. Don't be a bitter, evil fucking internet troll or a fucking prick. Be a nice person. You know? Be nice. We're all, you know, we're all here for a short time. Some shorter than others. And every single person that comments on my videos, them usernames, behind every one of those usernames is a real person, like me, like you. And every single one of us goes through it. Oh, I don't care what anyone says. I mean, maybe some people are more fortunate in life and breeze through life. And fucking good luck to them, I'm glad. Some people maybe have a few things go on that, you know, that leave you questioning things a little bit. I've been there, you know. But I got that email last night, and just things like that keep me grounded to fuck. because it just reminds me of how lucky I am, even though I feel like I've had my fair share of trauma. And Michael, as you can imagine, is going through the unthinkable right now. And I'm sure that those of you that have watched this video to the end will leave a comment for Michael. You know, and as daft as it may seem, things like that can help people. Maybe not right now, but down the line it can. I would do anything in the world if I could help Michael, but I can't. That's why we've got to enjoy our football and escape from this stuff sometimes, you know. So Michael, I'm sure Michael won't even see this, to be honest with you. But when I see him on the stream again, whenever that will be, just look out for him. Yeah, Michael, off the post. There's nothing I can say, my friend, nothing I can say other than you've got my email address. I know there's nothing I can do, but you emailed me, so I will reply to you at some point today. Okay, also, I want to give a little mention to Shauno. Crank the flange, crank that flange. You know I'm talking about, Shauno. Shauno, crank the flange. If you've never been to a Saturday night stream, Steam stream, you probably don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. If I go on Spotify, I wonder if it'll come up. Let's have a look. Let's go to Spotify. Crank the flange. CRANK, crank the flange.
Yeah. DKB remix. They're not ready for this shit. Online dating on. Swapping right all day long. 3 words I got my ass. Can't be wrong. Crank that flange. Crank that flange. Drop it nice.
I'm in there, and Remy gets a mention as well. All right, crank the flange, DKB remix. Those are the days. Anyway, Shauno, he needs some love today. I'm not going to say why, in case he doesn't want people to know. But yeah, I just want Shauno to know that I'm thinking of him. I've got his email there, and I'm going to send an email to him today as well. There's not enough hours in a day, you know. Shauno, I don't know if you'll see this, brother, but if you do, keep your chin up. You'll be all right. No problem, my friend. You'll be fine. All right, and you'll be back terrorizing the internet very soon, I'm sure. Yeah, Shauno, man. Me and Shauno, we've known each other for years. You know, we've had our differences and little dramas and handbags and shit like that. But I love the kid, you know, and I've told him, you know, many times before, you've got on my fucking nerves, Shauno. You know what I mean? He'll go, how do you do his accent? I can't do his accent. He's Irish. I can't do his accent. I'm not very good at stuff like that. But he'll say things like, man, to be honest, don't you piss me off. I go, well, you fucking piss me off too. But like I say, like when you listen to like the previous email, life's too short, you know? And sometimes in life, people have ding-dongs and proper relationships and friendships come through that, you know? And I'm sure he stuck the knife into me a few times, and I most definitely will have stuck it into him a few times. That virtual knife, I must say. But at the same time, I would always be there for him, as I am there right now, as proven. And Shauno's a good kid, and we've, like I say, we've had our ding-dongs in the past for fucking no reason at all, to be honest with you. Usually caused by other people instigating and shit-stirring, to be honest with you. And I have zero tolerance, and Shauno's a very, you know, emotional guy, you know. But his heart's in the right place, and that's all that matters to me. And there's been times when I've been out in the past when we've not been talking to each other. I think we had one ding-dong, fuck's sake, which was nothing anyway. And there's been times when I've been out having a beer and something's come on and I've thought, I wonder how Shauno's doing. I've just sent him an email and gone, all right, mate, just checking on you, see where you are. So Shauno's got some shit going on today, and I just want him to know that I'm thinking of him. And that's it. And that concludes my morning briefing, which I think is going to be a long morning briefing. Okay, guys, I must go. Shauno, keep your chins up. That applies to anybody watching this video that might have shit going on in your lives. You know where I am. I'll always do what I can for you. There's not much I can do for you. But I'll always listen. And that's all that matters. And I'm not a wishy-washy person. And what I mean by that is I'm not a tree hugger. I don't wear, sandals walking around hugging trees, lighting candles when someone dies and all that shit. You're dead. That's it. All right, get on with it. Well, you can't if you're dead. But what I mean is, you know what they're like. No, we have none of that bullshit around here. Sometimes you've got to man the fuck up and get on with it. All right? But that don't mean you can't be compassionate and caring and kind. All right? So when people have got genuine shit going on in their life, listen, you if you want to be a part of this community, you can be. All right? And we all look out for each other. That's what, why NWA isn't just something that you put on a tweet, or something that you might say to someone, another Liverpool fan. If you want to understand the Liverpool way and what all that means, it means respecting and looking out for your fellow Liverpool fans as well, even if they get on your fucking nerves. So if you're on social media running your mouth at other people and being nasty to other Liverpool fans, even if they're the biggest cunt in the world, you're a problem, right? That's not how it is, all right? Just because someone's a cunt to you, don't lower yourself to their levels, right? Just go, all right, mate, yeah, whatever, all right? If you've got a different opinion to another Liverpool fan, just say, I disagree, mate. You don't have to run your mouth. I think someone ran their mouth on a comment on here yesterday. I don't think it was aimed at me. I think it was aimed at someone else. But I read it and I thought, is there any need to speak like that? Do you know what I mean, guys? Do you know where that person is now? In this big hole on the internet, right? Because you'll never see their comments again. I'll never see their comments again. They will see their comments, because when you get hidden from a YouTube channel, you can still post and still see it. And you can be in the chat and still see what you're saying in the chat. But I can't see it ever. It doesn't give me an admin thing that goes, oh, that person's trying to comment. You don't see it. They're gone forever. Because I won't have people that around here. We're not missing anything, are we? We've got someone going, yeah, you fucking wanker. We don't need that, do we? Do you know what I mean? Don't offend me. I just think that you're not what we want. So be very careful, because if you're in the comments and you're commenting to people and I see you abusing other people, even if I think you're cool as fuck with me, I won't have it. Not a fucking chance. And that's part of the problem with social media. There's no one looking out like that. Just be a nice person. You have to agree with everyone. You don't even have to like whoever you're commenting to. But there's no need to be a prick. You know what I mean? Just be nice. Fucking enjoy life. I'm enjoying life today. I am. I've enjoyed this morning briefing. I've got to go though. I'll see you later. All right? Live stream tonight, I think around 7 UK. If it's pulled from the schedule, like if it's coming up and then it's gone, my meeting's, gone on too long. I've got to prepare for my meeting this afternoon. So, yeah. All right, guys, take it easy. If you've enjoyed this video, or if anything resonates with you or anything, please let me know in the comments. Please thumbs up the video if you want to support my channel and my efforts. I know some of you maybe can't do that, but every now and then you could. Or thumbs it down if you're one of my haters. I always find it funny when people do that. I do. I can't imagine someone going, just with a mouse. Fuck off, thumbs it down. I can't get my head around that. I don't even know why there's a thumbs down on a video. I don't get it. I have no idea. Who gives a fuck, really? But it really fucks some people up. Some people, they get really offended. Oh my God, someone didn't like me on the internet. Fuck them. Fuck them. Thumbs up or thumbs down, it's up to you. Drop me a comment if you've got time. There's a love heart. Here we go, the grift. There's a love heart somewhere around the video. I think it's under the video. If you click on that, it's called a super thanks. I always give a shout out to people that do that, as proven in this video. There's a channel membership. Click join. Right? I'm not saying you'll get anything absolutely, amazing from it, but it means you are supporting someone whose content you value. All right? And if you want me to be here, the more of you that do that, the more likely that's going to remain. All right? So by being a channel member, you're helping me, you know. And you're also helping my daughter and my grandson, because the more support I get, I can keep an eye on my daughter and help her. And we did the accounts the other day, and I sent her, you know, bits here and there, and she told me, she went, Dad, it was such, you really helped me. Miss my girl, innit? You know, so, and some of you have seen Charlotte grow up since she was this big, you know what I mean? So, and she's there now. Mint, love her. So yeah, there's a channel membership. There's 3 links in the video description, right? PayPal, Monzo, and Revolut. 100% comes to me. It's instant. Revolut one, as you know, is my beer kitty for a Saturday. All right? And it's -40 every weekend because I've got to get a taxi there and back, because I don't want to drive or anything like that. And what else is there? There's a VIP membership, which is the biggest and most bestest way in the world you can support me. And the link for that, I'm sure, is in the video description. I really must check this. I think I say it every day. And I don't even know if there's a link there. There must be. If there isn't, go to KopTalk.com. It's on the right-hand side. VIP. I need to do something special when someone joins the VIP membership. That's the VIP community. You know, it's a separate website. It's separate from YouTube. And some really, really good people on there. Really is. We've got a family, you know, here. And I want you to be a part of it. But being a part of it doesn't mean you've got to support the channel financially. You know, leaving comments. People see you come to my live streams. I include everybody. I don't just include people that are channel members or that buy a super chat. No, we're not doing that. We look after each other. There's a lot of people out there who would support me if they could, or support me further. So that's why I try not to make too many members videos. I don't want to shut people out. But there's a part of me sometimes that thinks I should do more for the people that support me, and also to stop feeding other channels that come here and steal, you know, the things I say. But such is life. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I'll catch up with you later. Have a great day. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you like these little conversations with me. It tells you a bit about who I am, I think. The mistakes I've made in my life on a personal level and with KopTalk. And if my videos help one person, that's all that matters to me. All right, guys, take it easy.